right, we want to remind you that this is Futbol America's New Orleans edition. I've already had my fair share of beignets. Mao was like, why did you go without us? They hadn't gotten here yet. And who's to say that I'm only going to have beignets once this week?
Is that a fancy way of saying jelly donut?
Week. No.
All right.
It's not.
That's a French way of saying jelly donut.
Beignet, café du monde, an iced café au lait that I was able to enjoy. So you just corrected Mao and said it's soccer.
Yes.
But we're gonna take football against football. Football against football. This is an interesting comparison because when we talk about a better comeback season, it's really interesting when we make this comparison because there are a lot of parallelisms that we could say. Herc, I'm going to start with you. The better comeback season. We just talked about Raphinha or Saqoun Barkley coming from the Giants.
I'm at a bit of a disadvantage here. I got two NFL experts on me on the Deportes side, Chris and Mao here. I'm going to go with Raphinha. Now, don't get me wrong. Saqoun Barkley is like 29 yards away from breaking Terrell Davis's all-time record, regular and postseason. It's been a ridiculous, unbelievable year for Saqoun Barkley and the Philly offense, well, at least running it wise. But better comeback? What's Saqoun coming back from? Being on the Giants? Saqoun was a heavily sought after free agent.
That's something really hard to come back from, if you ask me.
They're still losing sleep.
That's fine. But everybody knew about Saqoun. They were willing to give Saqoun some money. They were willing to get Saqoun on their team. Raphinha, did we forget what happened? Raphinha was literally billed damaged goods. It was, Raphinha, we need to sell you. You need to get out. We want Nico Williams. Nico, please come here. John Laporta was talking Nico Williams. And then when Nico Williams doesn't get signed, he can't get signed, guess what they say? Well, we're going to bring in Dani Olmo. And they signed Dani Olmo on big money, and guess what? You got to leave Raphinha. It's not because of Raphinha and his good form that he stays. It's because they needed him to play because there was injuries and they couldn't register Dani Olmo. He plays and he's been virtually unplayable. He looks better than the player at Leeds. He's one of the finest informed players today in world football. The comeback is ridiculous, and between the two amazing players, one is a comeback, the other one is not even close.
Well,
Just go Saqoun Barkley because he's coming back also from injuries.
Yeah.
And it's really tough mentally to be able to come back to that physical level to dominate. He hasn't been good. He has dominated the league and basically carried the Eagles all the way to the Super Bowl.
yeah, definitely someone that they've been very dependent on. But I have to stick with Raphinha because he was the first to go when it was that conversation of who's going to help out and make sure that we can actually have our players registered for the league. And it was like, oh, well, Raphinha has to be the first one to go. Although he does struggle a lot when Lamine Yamal isn't present on the field. That's my only.
Saqoun struggles when they got to let Jalen Hurts throw the ball too.
All right, we're going to stick with our Super Bowl trend here. Who's the more famous couple, Cristiano and Georgina or Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, Mao?
All right, let's put things in their correct perspective. The most famous people of the four that we're speaking of is Taylor Swift.
It is.
So that's helping my answer. Because then her partner, Travis Kelce, is also a well-renowned, professional, successful athlete.
You think Taylor Swift is more popular than
Yes.
Cristiano Ronaldo?
Oh, I have no doubt. I have zero doubt in my today.
Today?
Yes.
Taylor Swift is more popular than
Oh, yeah.
She's not more famous than Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo is the most followed person
That's
on
not the
Instagram.
same. That's not the same. There's a lot of people that don't have social media, don't care about social media.
There's a lot of people who don't know about American football. There's a lot of people who don't listen
that's
to that
fine.
music. Everybody watches
But here's the
football.
difference.
Everybody knows Cristiano Ronaldo.
So, okay, it's an even fight. Taylor Swift, Cristiano
No, it's not
Ronaldo,
even a
it's an
fight.
even
I love
fight.
this debate.
What it's not an even fight is
It's a healthy
comparing.
debate.
What's the name of Cristiano's partner?
Georgina.
See, I don't even remember her name. Georgina compared to Travis Kelce. So when you add all the circumstances,
No,
the easy
no
answer
offense to Travis
is
Kelce.
Travis Kelce
No
and
offense to
Taylor
Travis Kelce.
Swift.
No offense to Travis Kelce,
Don't offend
Okay.
Travis Kelce.
but he is more, or she is more known.
No,
That's what I'm gonna
that's a
Listen to
lie.
what I'm going to say.
She's known because of Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's what I was going to say, but you're not listening.
Travis Kelce is known and popular
In North
by
America.
his own. No.
Come on.
No.
More
The National
people-
Football League
more
is a
people
global
know
sport
who
now.
Travis
Don't do that.
Kelce- More people know who Travis Kelce is because of Taylor Swift.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, worldwide.
Oh, okay.
But he was already.
That's what we're talking about worldwide.
That was
He wasn't-
not my
he wasn't-
point.
I don't think he was
was
worldwide
all-
before Taylor Swift.
No, he was very
chance.
popular.
Oh,
he
come
was. He
on.
was. He was. At least he was more popular
was
before
very
getting together
popular.
with Taylor Swift than Georgina. Georgina.
Read a book.
Georgina.
Cristiano's
She's
most popular,
she's
one of the most
Spanish,
popular
isn't
athletes
it?
on earth.
Read
Georgina.
a book. Watch the Netflix series that she has too. But yeah, I think I don't know. It's a tough call, but I think it's Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Most likely to succeed. Herc, I'm going to start with you. The Pulisic converting a PK or the Eagles tush push?
Wow, this is very easy. I've seen the Eagles tush push not get converted. I've yet to see Christian Pulisic miss a penalty kick. I've yet to see Christian Pulisic have a penalty kick
12 for 12?
be blocked. So
Yeah.
it's an easy one here. As effective as the tush push and as some would say unfair the tush push is, it's not always 100% effective. Christian Pulisic has been 100% effective, so this is an easy one.
Tush push will always be at least 95% effective. Tush push is executed at least 3 times per game. Christian Pulisic doesn't take 3 PKs per game. And
the question
eventually, I'm getting to my answer. Let me finish. Let me talk. Let me
60%
talk.
of the time it works every time.
He's gonna miss eventually, and from then on, we don't know how he's gonna be. How
Well,
good
then
he's
answer
gonna
the
be.
question when he misses so you can bring in your percentages.
No, I'm answering the question right now. I'm projecting my answer, and
You're
my answer
projecting
is
something.
the tush push will always be the most likely play to succeed against. Is he the official PK taker for AC Milan?
Yes.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He
Yes, he
now he he just
Well,
became.
you just asked me if you
well,
yes.
he's about to lose that title with Santi Jimenez on the field. Take that. With Santi Jimenez on the field, Santi Jimenez becomes the #1 PK taker for AC
Did you hear what
Milan.
producer Beto said?
No.
He doesn't want to hear it. That's a complete.
Oh, here you go, Mel.
story.
This one's for you.
All right, Mal, this is for you. Better leader. Pep
Yeah.
Guardiola, Andy Reid.
Pep Guardiola, easy. With Andy Reid, we still wonder if he is the greatest head coach in the history of the National Football League. With Pep Guardiola, there's no doubt in anybody's mind that he's the greatest manager, the greatest leader, the greatest mind, the greatest human to ever manage a soccer team. He's done it in 3 different leagues, 3 different clubs where he has succeeded. Andy Reid is fantastic, and maybe when all is said and done, he'll overpass Bill
It'll be
Belichick
tough.
as the best
Yeah.
head coach in history. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is touching Pep Guardiola,
There are plenty
the
that are
GOAT,
touching Pep
the
Guardiola.
greatest to ever
I
do
mean, the
it.
man has one divorce and it's
Nobody's
all going
gonna
to
touch him.
shambles.
Nobody.
I've never
All right.
seen Andy Reid struggle in a season like Pep Guardiola is struggling with.
Oh,
50
come on,
years.
man.
Even in
you
his
didn't see
early
the
years.
Eagles? Get out of here.
The Eagles.
Get out of here.
Not like this. Not like this.
Come
Now,
on,
you're saying better
come
leader.
on,
You're
easy,
saying better leader. There are
easy
players
there,
who are
boy. Easy
dying to get
there.
out of there because of that leadership. Oh, look at Kyle Walker.
Kyle Walker.
He wasn't even playing. He wasn't good enough. They needed a change. Pep wanted him out.
Okay.
Pep wanted him out.
All right. Listen.
You're such a Guardiola hater, man. It's embarrassing.
It may be Pep Guardiola, but it's not by the lagoon, the sea here of difference that Mao is making it out to be. What they do have in common, though, and I agree with you, is one of the biggest criticisms with Pep Guardiola was what life without Lionel Messi would be like for Pep Guardiola. I think it's a fair assessment of Andy Reid as well. What's that going to look like when Patrick Mahomes isn't there, or if he's not there a day tomorrow?
That's never going to happen.
Yeah, I know it's
Because
not.
he's-
But that's that's I think the whether you think it's respectful, correct or not. I think that's also one of the knocks on Andy.
Come on.
It's a really tough
It's
question.
not.
It is a tough
It
question.
is not.
He's on the precipice of making history here,
Yeah.
Andy Reid is with the Chiefs.
Okay.
Something that's practically impossible to do because we have seen teams that have won back-to-back championships, but none of those teams had the opportunity
Or a three-peat,
to
yeah.
return to the actual Super Bowl trying to get that three-peat. But it's really tough to not say Pep Guardiola.
Guardiola changed the game.
Johan Cruyff changed
That's
the game.
Guardiola. Cruyff changed the game 30 years ago. Guardiola has changed the game and has perfected, has made it even better what he learned from Johan Cruyff. But now teams,
Here's the thing.
copycat, they all
Right.
want to play like Guardiola. It's no question. It's not even
Right.
close.
But they both
upsetting.
created a dynasty, we could say. Pep Guardiola with Barcelona,
with Messi.
and those insanely successful years with Lionel Messi. Andy Reid, if he especially if he wins here on Sunday, will create a Chiefs dynasty, no doubt. All right, we got to move on here. Let's talk a little bit about the GOATs at the end of the day. GOAT at improvisation and trickery. Lionel Messi or Patrick Mahomes, Herc?
GOAT at everything, it's Lionel Messi. Improvisation, trickery, being effective, productive, inspiration, whatever the case you want, whatever adjective, whatever anything you want to put in there for Lionel Messi against Patrick Mahomes, he's going to win it. I have never seen a player as dominant in their profession as Lionel Messi is at playing football. Patrick Mahomes is a different type of dominance. He doesn't always look good. He's effective. He does things, you're like, where did that come from? But when you see Messi, you can identify very clearly that is not only the best player on the field, but that's the best player to ever play the game. We're still having right now judgment calls on if Patrick Mahomes can get there. Can he beat Tom Brady? I think he's well on his way, yes. But right now, out of these two, I don't even think it's close. It's Lionel Messi.
Because of the athleticism of younger athletes, I feel there's a chance we'll see another Patrick Mahomes 10, 20, 30 years down the road.
Well,
I don't.
not even too far away. Look at what Jake
Not even
Daniels
too far
is
away.
doing.
Agreed. Agreed. I don't think we'll ever see something like Lionel Messi ever again.
Agreed.
And I'm not only talking about all the trophies, all the accolades, even the Ballon d'Or. Just the fascination of watching an artist on the field becoming unstoppable without being the strongest, without being the fastest,
Tallest, quickest.
just being the best football player, combining brains, instincts, ability.
Yeah.
And he even, down the road, later in his career, became a leader. If you ask all of his Argentinian national team comrades, they would say he's our leader. We follow him. And we never thought that was possible 10 years ago.
Very true.
So we'll never see another Lionel Messi ever again.
This is such a natural born talent that Lionel Messi has had, and he has nurtured it perfectly throughout his career, and that's why we're seeing it at this level. Patrick Mahomes has something similar. He has a coach that specifically helps him with hip movements, and that's something that we're seeing in the game.
Dak Prescott?
But yeah, exactly, with the warm-ups, But Lionel Messi is just, I don't know, even thinking about the way that he improvises is just something that's so unmatched, and it will difficultly be matched here in the future. Historically speaking, that's something that's been very, very impressive. All right, last one. Speaking of things that are very, very impressive, who would have the better three-peat? Why are you laughing? Mauricio?
I just saw someone in the crowd.
You should laugh
Club
at this
America's
one. You
3
should laugh
straight
at this
Liga
one.
MX titles or KC's potential 3 straight Super Bowls?
Who's going first?
You.
Me? Both are as great.
Come on, man.
No.
There
Don't
is
be
no
that guy.
winner.
Don't be.
Both are as excellent. Both
say,
are
hopefully the
as
Eagles and the Chiefs tie on
both
Sunday.
will transcend time. Both will go down in history as something that we saw as fans, as professionals, that became something, a feat that's probably never going to be achieved again, whether in Liga MX or at the National Football League level. I don't want to choose. I don't want to pick. To me, both are incredible, tough to follow,
Stop.
and
Stop.
just amazing.
Just stop.
The Kansas City Chiefs are the Club America of the National Football League.
It's already been done in Liga MX. Chivas did it in El Campeonísimo. They've already done that.
Don't go back 70
And
years
those
in
weren't
history.
half seasons. They didn't do it in a year and a half. We can't compare the two. Why? Because they're completely different leagues. And what I mean by that is the NFL is the cream of the crop. It's on its own platform as a league. It's the highest you can play in American football, whereas Liga MX is not even, I don't know, top 8, 9, 10 in the world. It's 6-month seasons. The fact that we're comparing the two right now makes me feel uncomfortable for what the Chiefs could potentially do in one of the most difficult leagues in any sport in the world, to do something that would put them in a category all by themselves and be historic. It doesn't even come close with the Chiefs. may do with the potential third three-peat win right here is something crazy.
Who gave the worst answer? Both answers were bad. Who gave the worst answer?
You.
Come on.
Tying. I don't want to pick.
I don't want to pick.
That's not what the
Why?
show is
Why do
about.
I
You have
picked
to
almost
pick.
on every single
Because I'm
category. I just
asking you
didn't
to.
want to pick in one.
All right, I'll pick. It's the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs.
Okay, it's the Chiefs. I agree.
Because of the Liga MX
I'll
format.
concede. I'll
Yeah.
concede. It's the Chiefs.
Yeah.
It is the Chiefs. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. Apologies to all my America fans.
You are forgiven.